Hey you guys, what's up? I'm sorry that I haven't posted in a couple of weeks. I've been under the weather. Have I been under the weather? I've been a little under the weather, babes. Been a little under the weather, but it's okay because we're feeling much better. And I will be more consistent posting moving forward. I record a video every day. You guys don't know, like, I'm a hard worker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I make videos every day. Whether it's publishable or not is a different story. But I also need to get out of my head when it comes to posting and just be like, yo, just like post. Just post. And like, I need to pick a day. Like, Wednesdays or Thursdays are gonna be the days when I post. But I'm just throwing this up because if I don't, I feel like the algorithm's going to punish me. More on that in a minute. But yeah, I listen, I've been having some there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on. And I'm like, I'm trying to kind of, it's not even that like I'm trying to make sense of it all. It's like, it's just, it's weird. It's weird, girl. Like, it's weird. Okay, so I've really been a person, like, I feel, okay, I'm like jumping all over the place. There is like an energetic shift going on in the universe, right? It's like the end of the astrological year. Yes, we start our year in January, but in terms of astrology, like, we're starting the year. You know? Does that make sense? Like, the year starts with Aries and it finishes in Pisces. It's Pisces season. We're going into an eclipse. I know this just sounds like mumbo jumbo to a lot of people, but it's not to me. Like, I take this very seriously. And eclipse season, like, the veil between this world and the metaphysical world becomes razor thin. And I'm incredibly intuitive. Now, this is an example of my intuition being really freaking sharp, okay? Like, I woke up on Sunday morning, and I don't really like to grocery shop on Sundays, you know? It's like, I just don't like to do that. If I can avoid it, I will. But I had to grocery shop on a Sunday. And there's a store that's close, like down the street, within walking distance to me. But something in my brain was like, you need to go home. And I was like, I need to listen to this gut instinct. And then as I was like pulling out to go to the store closer to me, I was like, no, you need to go home right now. Your family needs you. And I went home, opened the front door, walked down the hallway. My older sister's crying, my little sister's crying, family drama. But I just knew in that moment, and I don't want to talk more about what had happened. Just understand and know that this is just an example of my intuition. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and I didn't get a message, I didn't get a call, I didn't get nothing. I just knew through, call it a gut feeling, call it intuition, call it heightened sense to the astrophysical. I don't know, but I knew that I needed to go home, so I went home. And lo and behold, yeah, my family needed me. So I'm just like really attuned, and I feel like, you know, these past few years I've been like living in America. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been living in America and the US, I guess, to be politically correct, and nothing really happened. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I sat there and I was telling people the truth as best as I see it, and no one was really listening to me. I was kind of like Cassandra, you know what I'm saying, from like Greek mythology, or is it Roman mythology? I forget, I should know. I studied classics in high school, but it was a long time ago. She was the bitch that was like, yo, this is what I'm seeing. I'm having visions. I'm having visions. And then she would tell people what she saw, and they're like, that hack, she doesn't know what she's talking about. I'm Cassandra, girl. I'm Cassandra. I'm the one that's like, bitches, you gotta listen to me. This is what's going on. And no one wanted to listen. That's the truth. That's the truth. None of y'all wanted to listen. You were all like, this bitch is crazy. And then like, we go down the road a few years, and now we're in this place, and I'm sort of looking at everybody like, honey, are you willing to listen to me now? I called it. I called it. Every single thing I called. I called it. And it's not until your little TikTok gets banned that you bitches suddenly be like all over the place like, oh my god, oh my god. I'm like, yeah, like why do we have to get to this point for y'all to wake up? Because things are fine and dandy until they affect you. Once they start affecting you, then you start to make, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's like, no, like, do what's right. It's simple. Do what's right. Do what's right, bitch. Like, stop. Just, like, stop. Stop with this whole whatever. Like, I figured it out. I'm telling you, by, like, less than the age of 5 years old, I figured out the ways of the world. The world will shame you and will use guilt and fear to try to control you. Do you understand? Like, where have you been? Like, hello? That's like, the easiest way to control people is to make them feel guilt, fear, and shame. Or whatever the fucking order I said before. That's it. That's the tea, honey. That's the ways of the world. So you can't let them feel guilty. You can't let them make you feel guilty. You can't let them make you feel fearful. And you can't let them make you feel shame. And like, bro, like, whoever is out there that's controlling the narrative, they just be like, y'all need to chill. And this, let me tell you where you went wrong. Do you want to know where you went wrong? You have been, like, this is like the barometric reader on like, sort of like relaxation. Like, we're going to make society feel relaxed. And then like sort of normal. And then we've got like hysteria. The last 8 years, we have been living in hysteria. Like, they have literally been terrorizing us through our phone screens. How can you not see it? Like, don't even get me started on the previous administration, because like, I just like, I don't want to seem one way or the other. I don't really want my politics to be known, although you can probably have guessed them by now. I just feel like there's nothing to fear except for fear itself. Have you heard that quote? Do you understand what that quote means, girl? Like, we should not be fearing fear. And the way they've been like cranking it on a 10 on hysteria for 8 years now. You can't do that to the public, bruh. You gotta go like this. You gotta go kind of backwards and forwards. Because if you, like, it's been like, you should be outraged about this. You should be upset at that. You should feel violated by this. You should this. You should that. You should. And I'm telling you, I checked out 8 years ago. I was like, you will not psychologically terrorize me, bitch. No. Save the drama for when it counts, mama. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, save the drama for when it counts. Because y'all be like, you guys been doing too much. And now that there's a time for y'all to actually be upset and up in arms and whatever, like, now y'all get up out of your chairs and you're going to start, you know, really waking up and seeing what's going on. Like the fuckery that's been going on, sissies. So I feel like cosmically and energetically, a lot of eyes are watching me being like, dude, well, what else do you know? Come on, Cassandra, hit us up with another prediction, girl. And I'm like, y'all on your own, honey. Y'all are on your own. No more predictions for me. I don't want to be listed. I don't wanna. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't wanna. I'm gonna keep my predictions for my family. I'm gonna keep my predictions. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a new thing for us to be outraged over. Don't let them do that. Don't let them do that, girl. And the crazy thing is this, and I'm gonna leave you with this. We gotta move on because I'm just like over it at this point. When you kick up sort of like, when you kick up energy and you get people into a hysterical state, you can't just click your fingers and then expect it to die. Do you understand? Especially when you do it as long as y'all have been doing it, like, sure, okay, you kick up the dust and you spin that tornado and it spins faster and faster and faster and faster. And sure, it's spinning in your favor for the time being, but what happens if it spins out of control? What then? What now? And that's what we're experiencing. The narratives that they've been kicking up, they don't really make sense, and now they're starting to spin out of their favor, and they're shook. They're shook, babe. They are shook, honey. And I'm sitting here being like, yeah, girl, like, what did you expect? And then, like, yeah. Just, you know, wake up. Wake up, girl. I called it in New York. I left New York. I was like, New York is not going to, it ain't looking pretty, honey. It ain't look, and I lived there during the pandemic when everyone was like, it's dead. I was like, New York's not dead yet. She's on her last legs, maybe. But no, New York is officially dead now. Like, I'm telling you. Someone got shot in the head on the subway. They've like implemented the National Guard. Like, there's just like, don't even get me started. And I hate that I'm right. I wish I was proven wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I couldn't predict these outcomes so easily, but I do. And I do because, you know, I have a method, but I'm not even gonna like tell you my method, because whatever. But we're gonna move on. The conversation needs to roll forward, because all you need to know is this: energetically, a lot of things are being turned my way, and a lot of eyes are watching me, whether it be on my website, whether it be whatever. Like, you know, I don't look at those numbers on social media. I don't. No. I know my influence is much wider than they're allowing it to appear. And everyone's gonna be like, it's another one of your conspiracies. I'm like, no, girl. No. I know it. I can't tell you. It's just a feeling. And they downplay it, yeah. But I'm one of the good ones. This is my brand, and I'm gonna leave you with this before I move on to Crush Watch. I tell the truth. If there's anything that I would like to be remembered, it's that I tell the truth. I tell the truth as well as I can. And I'm feeling like there's a lot of regret and there's a lot of remorse of people looking at me, and I'm standing here being like, exactly, like, that was all for nothing. Like, you literally did all of that for nothing. That was so pointless. And we can't go back. Like, there's no going back, okay? Like, you did what you did, and what has transpired has happened. Go over there and, like, figure it out on your own, because I'm over here. I'm over here right now. I'm not over there. And once I see that you don't listen to me, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap out of you. Do you understand? So, like I said, there's a lot of energy. It's like the whole gay community. Do you know what I mean? Like, we fought so long and hard for marriage equality, and then suddenly they flip the switch And they're like, once we got marriage equality, they flipped the script. And they're like, now you gotta be outraged by this. You've got to be outraged by that. You got to be outraged, outraged, outraged. And it's like, they're manipulating you, bro. Do you not see what's going on? They're manipulating you. You can't manipulate me, sis. I see it all. No, stop. Stop. It's a lot of remorse, bro. Like, that was all for nothing. You act a fool and you did all that hooping and hollering and running around like a headless chicken, acting like a little bitch for fucking nothing, bro. I hope you are happy with the decisions that y'all have made. You made your bed, you gotta lay in it, boo. You gotta lay in that bed, honey. And yeah, I'ma clown you. I'ma clown you on your fucking company website. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. And what are you gonna do about it? Fucking nothing. Ha! Bitch. You can't do shit. They really be mad when you can, like, touch the masses and influence them. Do you know what I'm saying? And the ways they try to downplay you make it seem like you are insignificant when you and I both know. Sorry, that was just like, got a little message. Anyway, moving on, Crush Watch. So, he's out there, he's doing his thing, little thing, honey, you know. He's doing his thing, honey. He's out there running around. They, so at the tournament he's playing at the moment, they have a tradition of unveiling a portrait for the previous year's winner, and he won last year. So this year, he gets his portrait unveiled. Girl, when they unveiled that portrait, I was like, they don't look like him. Like, what? He's so polite, though. I like that about him. He's very socially gracious. He knows that someone went to a lot of effort to do that portrait. But I was like, girl, that doesn't... They grew him... Anyway. They grew him. They grew, like this whole situation, I'm like, what was that? Like, what is that? Like, he don't look like that. And the funny thing is that the previous year, so in 2022, the hometown hero won. Do you know what I'm saying? A boy from Southern California, which is where this tournament is played, a boy from Southern California won. So when they drew his portrait, oh, you bet your ass they did a great job. Not a good job, they did a great job. Do you know what I'm saying? So when they unveiled his portrait, listen, I'm gonna leave you with this. They are not gonna have the hometown hero upstaged by a foreigner. That's just like, do you wanna know about how America works? That's how America works. They ain't ever gonna have the hometown hero get upstaged. No. No. That's, babes, that's just the ways of the world. They unveiled it and I was like, who's this Mexican? Mexican though. They drew him like a Latino man. I'm like, who's this Latino with like the little goatee, the little beard? I mean, listen, I'm not saying I disliked it. I liked it. I liked it. Okay, I liked it. It's the thought that counts. But I liked the mural. But let's be honest, it doesn't look like him. And objectively speaking, if you was to put him, this is the good side, if you put him and the hometown hero next to each other, like, come on. Come on. There are obviously discrepancies here. You can't fool me. You can't fool me. But the whole reason why, yeah, that happened, and then I have like a lifelong crush. Listen, I love a boy with a fobby accent. I love a fobby accent. I think that fobby accents are sexy. Fobby meaning fresh off a boat. Like, if he talks, do you know what I'm saying? So, like, my other crush, my lifelong crush. So, I've got my premier crush. There's premier crush, right? He's on the top of the pyramid. There's tiers. there's tiers, there's different levels to the crushes, okay? There's different levels to the crush. Tier 1 crush, like dream, my dream. He's like, you know, when they unveiled the mural, he was like, I love it. I'm like, yes, you love it. You love it. Tell me more about what you love. And then my other crush, my lifelong crush, she's a person that I've had a crush on for a long time. Another athlete. He like put this video up and he's like, hey you guys. He's like playing up the accent. He's playing up the accent. I'm like, I know who you doing this for? Are you doing this for me? You doing this for me? Hey, you guys. I'm like, I know you know how to speak English, and I know you have good English. You're doing this. Stop. I love it. Don't stop. I love it. So that's Crush Watch. He played today, and there were like a swarm of bees that like invaded the tent. I don't want to say what sport. They invaded the, they invaded his work. He looked so scared. I mean, rightfully so. Rightfully so. It was scary. I was scared for him. But, you know, bees are, they're very spiritual beings, you know. They like, they represent a lot in like mythology, like Oshun, who is, you know, the candle that I had, like bees. She's associated with bees and honey. So it's kind of like, huh. They need my little feminine touch on the team. But yeah. So back to lifelong crush. He was like, I guess he's releasing an app. And he was speaking in his like fobby Mediterranean accent. He's an island boy. And Premiere crush, you know, mural. He like puts up a video on his IG of him playing with a soccer ball, which is the sport of my lifelong. It was very funny. It was like, I see you boys. I see you boys. Y'all make me giggle. Y'all make me giggle. Anywho, this is 20 minutes long. I hope it was enough. I hope we had a good kiki. Y'all, like, I need to have, my New Year's resolution, I guess, is to have a more pragmatic approach to life, which is hard because I'm a very enthusiastic person and I'm very excitable, tremendously so. So I don't really want to change that too much. Like, I think my mannerisms, I kind of like that, and just sort of like my joie de vivre, I want to keep. But I do need to, like, yeah, I need to scale it back when it comes to political issues. I have a feeling that my crush doesn't really like drama. I mean, who does? I think this is it. I think he likes drama. I think he likes it when it's someone else's drama, not his drama. You feel me? He's like, I think he likes drama when it's over there. So I'm trying really hard to just like have some semblance of self-restraint when it comes to like, I'm gonna tell the ones that I love and that are immediate to me and close around me what I see happening in the world. And I think they're the ones that deserve it. And I think they're the ones that, you know, and then the others, I mean, I love the world and I love humanity, but it's like people are starting to wake up, but I don't know if we're really there yet. I feel like, yeah, energetically, there are a lot of eyeballs on me being like, damn, he was right. And I'm like, yeah, I was right. but I don't want drama. I don't want drama. Okay? Like, yeah. So more pragmatic in the approach, a little bit more tactical, and less. I mean, there's still gonna be fire here. I mean, I'm a Sagittarius, so there's gonna be fire here. We got a few Scorpio placements, you know, right where it's important. But I don't want to be swimming upstream in my life. I would like to be swimming downstream in my life. I think for me, I get very upset and I get very agitated when I see injustice and when I see lies. That's very difficult for me. And when I see people believing them, especially ones that I love, it can be quite difficult. But like most things, resilience is a muscle and you can work at it, right? So I plan to work on having a little bit more self-restraint and, you know, yelling less at people, telling them that they're stupid. I want to be less explosive and feisty and more like, I'm gonna go back to being cheeky. Yeah, cute. Kind of like, you know, like less. Why don't you say what I say? And more like, okay, we know what's going on here. Let's chill and find a way to have a sense of humor about it. Yeah. So I'm going to make that my New Year's resolution. I'm actually very good at New Year's resolutions. The times when I've been like, I'd like to be more organized in my life, I've been more organized. The times when I'd like to show up to things right on time by the minute. I've made that a part of my personality and a part of my habit. So I'm very good at making New Year's resolutions and sticking with them. So that's my New Year's resolution, to be more pragmatic in my approach. I love y'all. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Comment below. I love interacting with y'all. I love a little comment. Give me a little comment. We're at 100 subscribers, but you know I don't believe those numbers. Babe, when you own the website, listen, when you own the website, you and I both know. Okay? Let's not kid ourselves here. But good luck, baby boy. I'll be watching.